Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SportsGamer, and welcome back to our continued coverage of the ECL Elite Division and, well, our final broadcast day of the regular season as we wrap up week number 5. By the end of today, we will know the playoff situation heading into the new year. Solo broadcast this time out. One sin for the win. A little bit under the weather at the moment. May be able to join in a little bit later on. And hopefully that is the case as well. I know he really wanted to be here for this one. Of course, you know, the final day of the season. Always incredibly exciting. And the standings will show that. Let's take a look at that now to show the situations that we have heading into our final day. Of course, you have a 30-game regular season, so some teams likely to still catch up tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Again, I don't expect, say Mythics to play 8 games today, for example, so we technically might not know every situation and how it's going to play out at the end of this. What we do know is a team like Parasite very likely to be claiming that #1 seed. They'll be in action on this broadcast against Voittamaton in our second matchup, but we kick things off with Heimo taking on Mustaa, as Heimo are within striking distance, but it's a tough task. Mustaa, one of our top 4 teams at the moment, that spot essentially secured. They need 1 point in their last 6 games to make sure that Goons cannot surpass them. Of course, a team like Exen, you never know. I mean, technically, suppose it could happen, but at the end of the day, we kind of know what teams are on the fringe, what teams are likely to end up in one of those relegation battles for positions 13, 14, and 15. Now, the automatic relegation, of course, has been decided weeks ago due to a league administration decision. So our first matchup, again, is Mustaa taking on Heimo, and again, for Mustaa, getting home ice advantage in the first round would be tremendous for them. For Heimo, it's been a very tumultuous season up and down the order. They start to, build some momentum in the middle weeks of the season after a really rough start. And now here they are right on the bubble, 4 points back of Exen, although Exen do have 2 games in hand. And of course, they are 8 points back of the Blackjacks on an equal amount of games played. So it's going to be close for some of these teams. We'll see if there are those big jumps over the course of these final, well, as few as 2 games and as many as 8 if you are a team like Mythics or Vesa Pampa. Let's take a look at the lineups for our opening contest here. Again, it is Heimo taking on Mustaa, as we have Asada Poika, Hatsi, and Emil, Snipery, and Sakem Vamo between the pipes. And of course, on the other side, Mustaa's Aro, Launanen, and Alupekas front 3, with Noir Yamal and Mise on defense, and Latve in goal. Let's take a look at those centers a little bit more in depth, as we have Hatsi taking on Launanen. Hatsi, over a point per game so far this year. Not too bad. Over 50% on the draw. Has the advantage heading into this game. Not too bad either. But for Mustaa, they have been able to find that offensive touch. We'll look at the team stats in a moment as well to give you a better in-depth look at that. But that's kind of the key here, right? Heading into this matchup, Mustaa, a little bit more prolific in terms of point production. We'll see if they're able to continue that in today's game. And if Launanen in particular, at a 2 point per game pace at this point in the season, certainly if you have a forward with a 2 point pace and he's not the only one, you're likely to have success. Taking a look at the wingers next. Again, it is Satapoika and Emil against Aro and Alupekas. For the Heimo side of things, Emil, of course, leading by example yet again, team leading scorer on 42 points this season, and also their top goal scorer on 24 goals. On the other side, Aro and Alupekas. Aro has been in that conversation for one of the top point producing players, one of the top goal scorers in the elite division outside of a team, well, really the front three of Parasite, who have been absolutely crushing it so far this season. But that is not to say that the likes of Alupekas and Satapoika are to be overlooked. Certainly not. You know, in the case of Satapoika, one of the most experienced players that we have in the ECL Elite Division, and Alupekas as well. Very, very strong numbers, nearly at a goal per game pace. So 4 very formidable wingers in this matchup. The defense, pretty similar story. As again, we have Snipery and Sakam against Noir Yamal and Mise. And, you know, again, we talk about the defensive points. You know, you got to kind of rely on the offense, of course. It's going to be a lot more assists. Decent numbers for Snipery and Sakam, a relatively physical combination. They do a good job of getting in front of the puck and blocking shots. But on the other side, you have Noir Yamal, Mise, both over a point per game at this point of the season, being able to contribute a couple of goals here and there as well. It has been a full team effort for Mustaa throughout this season, and we'll see if they can end things on a bit of a high note today. The goaltenders, our final head-to-head, Vamo taking on Latve. And, you know, throughout this season, we've mentioned Latve pretty consistently in regards to, you know, his numbers from an individual standpoint. They're not quite as strong at this point of the season as they had been at different points in time. That said, still respectable, to say the least. Might not be totally, you know, at the top and just leading the way and dominating those individual results, but still very strong numbers for him. Vamo on the other side as well. Decent numbers for a team, or for, you know, a goaltender being on a team that is currently on the outside looking in of the postseason structure. If you're looking for a, you know, kind of reason, I suppose, that a team like Heimo might miss out on the playoffs, I don't think you're looking at the goaltending to be the primary reason. I mentioned the team stats, and we have those as well as we get ready for the action to begin. As you would expect for the fourth place team, a very positive goal differential. Heimo on the other side, not quite there. Power play percentages, though, pretty close. PK, decent advantage for Mustaa. So special teams could be interesting if it gets to that point. I think for a team like Heimo, they'd probably prefer, I mean, you're never going to be against a power play, but, you know, you have to ask, oh, do you want to get the special teams involved? Maybe not, especially if you're going to be trading power play opportunities. Might not end up going too well for them. So again, that is the first matchup coming up here right now. Heimo taking on Mustaa in our first matchup. Again, a little bit later on, it will be Parasite taking on Voittamaton in a matchup that will certainly have some implications in the top half of the standings. But for now, we are ready to go. Game number 1 of this broadcast, our final broadcast of the regular season, as again the playoffs begin, heading into the new year. A shout out to El Taco Bag, my favorite luchador, as we see what Heimo might be able to do here. And the answer early on is not much. Mustaa trying to work their way into the zone. That's going to be key here for both of these teams. Blue line control, minimizing those chances. Sakura takes a bit of a tour of the zone, hands off for Hatsi into the middle there. Satapoika had a decent look. Launinen tried to find Alupekas. Able to get that pass over. He's in control now. Launinen rotates, sends it back down low. Aro. Golden helmet wearer as team leading scorer. Opportunity here. Launinen trying to hold on. Finds Alupekas down low. Good job, though, by the Heimo defense. Into the outside. Don't give that space away. Poika in the corner. Emil. Right back to him. And find some space. It's just not there. Aro with the takeaway. Head of steam into the other zone. Held on a little bit too long. Emil able to get him. Only his team's leading scorer. It's decent in terms of hits. Good save there by Latve, getting in front of that one. Heimo registered the first shot of net in this one. Emil with a good catch. Keep this one alive, and they score. A strong opening 10 minutes for Emil, and it caps off with an assist on Satapoika's 17th goal of the season. As the feed right through the legs of the defender. Gold close quarters, you're certainly not going to see Satapoika miss from there. Going early, 1-0 lead for Heimo. Great way for them to start this game, and we'll see who's the call to respond. Fortunately for them, it is with an offside call. Face off here on the tie-up. Mustaa able to come away with it. Say at the point. Job holding on to it. Pass off the mark. Ball steps in to keep it alive. Pass off the mark there yet again. Drops off for the defense. Heimo, no problem. Backing up to their own blue line. Playing the trap game, especially with an early lead. As the feed across ends up in the pads of Vamo. And he's forced to cover. Wondering what the highlight was going to be there. And it is Aro magically bouncing back to his feet. You just can't keep a good player down, even if he is going to be dealing with an injury. Face off here in the Heimo zone. Clean face off win, and Aro just couldn't get a shot away. Sock them back for Snipery. Poked away. Heimo forced to reset again. Early lead on Satapoika's 17th goal of the season. Emil on the backhand, just wide. Goaltender actually got a piece of it. Heimo up to 3 shots on goal. Good movement from Mustaa. Launinen down low, takes the hit, draws the call. Showed Sockham the numbers, couldn't slow down in time, and Mustaa will head to the power play, and tremendously well done from Launinen to draw that call. I mentioned in the pregame, might not be the game that Heimo want to play. He's defending up in the box, maybe trading power play opportunities. Mustaa, the man advantage. See if they can put it to good use. Launinen's pass hit the side of the cage, and it's cleared out by Snipery. Kultaa onside with Launen. Yamal the one-timer for Sada, or I was going to say for Sada Poika, who nearly got in front of it. Alopekas had the chance, ends up out of play as Kultaa finally register their first shot on net. As Aro's shot hesitated, or at least was delayed in getting the shot off. Up by Vamo. Kultaa, good job on the forecheck. Launen down low. They kick it back to the point. Pass for Nawari Yamal. Aro's pass picked off by Hatzi. Not able to clear. Gets it back, and at least back to the neutral zone. A successful penalty kill for Heimo as we hit the final few seconds of the period. Pass off the side of the cage, forcing Vamo to cover. Big face-off coming up. .9 seconds on the clock here. Clean win for Hatzi. And a quick play down the other way. Sada Poika denied. And for the big Scott Lawton slap shot on the breakaway. But a save by Latve to end the first. As we get another look at that glove save earlier on. Heimo with a 1-0 lead at the end of the opening 20 minutes. The action will continue momentarily. Gotta love that bounce back for Aro, though. Can't keep a good player down, but there you see the goal from Sada Poika, the difference maker. Thus far, doubling up in shots are Heimo at this point of the game. Again, those super early on can always change, but the feed right through the legs. Get one more look at that last second chance. Slap shot off the pad. Very little elevation. We get ready for the second period of play. As always, the action brought to you by our friends at Kovalon Lakritsi. It is game number 1 of 2. Regular season matchup between Heimo and Mustaa. Side bid there does not go. Saved by Vamo. A little bit later on, Parasite taking on Voittamaton to wrap up our coverage here in week 5, the regular season. And SportsGamer.gg, all the most up-to-date information. Good chance there for Launen. All sends it down low. And Sockham going to be heading to the box again. This time on a trip. Having trouble dealing with that attack from below the line. Mustaa will have another opportunity here on the power play. Big face off here to kick it off. Clean win for Hatzi yet again. Fire there off of the opposition, but it does end up out of the zone. Great poke check there by Emil. And Sada Poika steps up, head of steam, sends across. Emil couldn't get it clean. Jamal steps up to Mustaa. Working around the zone here. 50 seconds left on the power play. Jamal tried to throw one towards goal. Launen as well. Hatzi able to send it up for Sada Poika. Another shorthanded bid this time. Mise able to take it away. Now Alupekas looking. Goes across for Aro. Blocked by Emil. Hatzi can't clear. Now look for Launen and a stop as we are back to 5-on-5. Once again, Sockham off the hook as his team kills the penalty. Face off. Heimo in control. Roll up for Hatsi. Sakam on side. Yamal able to take it away. Feeds it all the way through to Aro. Has a step. Scores! Mustaa on the board. You can only slow him down for so long. As Aro makes it 38 goals on the season. The quick shot past Vamo. A tied hockey game now. 1-1. The successful penalty kills, but Aro still finds space in the aftermath. Takeaway there for Satapoika. Emil over the line. Satapoika thought he was going to get that pass. He committed, and defense as well started to step up. Aro was going to be open all the way down that right side, and he picked that up. Like for Emil, who nearly found Hatsi in front. Strong forechecking effort here from Heimo, but it opens up the door down the other way. Mustaa in front, they score! Well, I pointed it out a few minutes ago, really a few seconds ago. Heimo getting a little bit more aggressive, almost got caught once. They do get caught the second time. Launinen makes it 20 goals on the season as Mustaa grabbed their first lead of the game. Alupakas for Launinen in the back of the net. Would love to double up in terms of goals here. Sniper stepping up into the play, finds Emil, goes across. Satapoika's backhand ends up wide. Yamal over the line, able to find Alupakas. The shot from Aro, big save by Vamo. Sniper tried the long outlet pass. Emil not able to find it. Chance for Aro again, loses its second chance. Alupakas denied. The counter-attacking speed of Mustaa, giving Heimo all they can handle. Look at that big save by Vamo. Ends up down and out. Draw. Nice low shot from Aro. Rebound was there, but recovered by Heimo. Give up the puck. Full pressure from Mustaa. Aro down low. Nearly found Alupakas. Mise shot. Blocked by Sakam. Nice job by Emil to weave through pressure. Tired legs out there for Heimo, but they do kill off the pressure. And this time, Satapoika going to be heading to the box unless we get a goal here. Third penalty of the game for Heimo. They are 2 for 2 in terms of successful penalty kills. This time, Satapoika to the box. A consistent short-handed threat that they'll be missing. Another clean win. Excellent job. Let's see here. These short-handed situations. We go down low for Emil. Couldn't find him. 30 seconds left now. Out and in for Mise. Emil's there to disrupt. Loose puck still. Ball keeps it. Low shot on. Good stop by Vamo. And another trip coming up. This time, snipery to the box. As the second period ends, it will be a 5-on-3 power play for Mustaa on the other side of the intermission. Get another look here at the goal for Launinen, joining Aro on the score sheet. One more look after the feed from Aro. We'll get a look at his goal here directly as well, at least. A rapid look at said goal, but that was the penalty right there, the end of the period, as Snipery had the fortunate outcome in terms of the defensive effort. The kick to tape animation just threw away his angle. It's 45 seconds of 5-on-3 as we kick off the third. Launinen's shot blocked just wide of the post. Alopeka's tried to find Aro. Sakum's there, and on the backhand, can't get it out. What a keep by Mise. Kultaa, the one-timer from Aro. Great stop by Vamo, and now the puck sent all the way down. What a job there by Mise to keep the puck alive. Yamal back to the forehand. Alopeka's big rebound. Nobody could get a hold of it. Say again. Yamal full pressure one more time. Good poke check by Sakum. Puck along the boards. We are back to 5-on-5. There's the outlet for Satapoika. Throws one on. Out of the way by Latve. Aro dropped by Sakum and Mustaa. Look to reset. Emil just misses that puck. Launinen gets behind the defense. He scores! Three unanswered goals for Mustaa. And Launinen's second of the game, 21st of the season. Mustaa have certainly bounced back. Giving up the opening goal of this game. Launinen over for Aro. Shoots it all the way through the blue paints. Emil the toe drag. Found Satapoika. Good stop there by Latve. Launinen tries the move. Aro on the doorstep. He scores! Mustaa, 4 unanswered, running away with this one. As Aro gets his second goal of the game. Tremendous patience in front, able to outweight Vamo and make it 39 goals in 25 games for Aro. Plenty of time to hit 40. He keeps scoring at this pace. Who knows? Maybe 50 will be possible through Mustakalta's last 5 games as it started off so strongly for Heimo. Now trailing by 3 with just 11 minutes to play. Fairness, closer to 12, but 11 minutes to play. Here in regulation, again, just the first game of the 2. We'll have Parasite taking on Voittamaton a little bit later on. You say in control for Mustakalta. Finds Aro yet again. Head of steam. But shot on. Ends up all the way on the other side. Effort from Launen, and Sadapoika was able to hold. Emil. Back to Sockham at the point. Snipery for Sadapoika. Oh, being held to the perimeter here. Let's see for Emil, not able to get that shot through. Seven minutes to go. Still a 3-goal lead for Mustakalta. I don't even know where to go. Aro is there though, and he finds Launinen in front. The hat trick for the center as Mustakalta are running away with it. The hat trick goal for Launinen. Gets the body position in front, make it 22 goals for him. And 5 unanswered for Mustakalta. Chance in front and covered by Latve. Heimo not able to find the pass off the draw. Aro, 2 goals himself here. I'm sure would love to join Launinen. Having a hat trick in this game. Has his chance here. Had a steam for Aro, and a good job. Nazi to take that one away. Certainly not the result that Heimo needed in this one. As their playoff hopes severely negatively impacted by this result, but for Mustakalta, that much more likely to indeed be a top 4 team heading into the postseason. Aro for Alupakas, back for Launen, and nearly had goal number 4. Emil tries that short side. Latve says no. Mustakalta still looking for another goal. Entered play today, technically in 3rd on a points pace, ahead of Voittamaton, and now will outright be ahead of Voittamaton, 53 points to 52 for that 3rd seed, with Mustakalta still having a game at hand that we'll be seeing in a few moments. One more round with Heimo, but round number 1 goes to Mustakalta, 5-1, the final score. For Heimo, their season, at least in terms of their playoff hopes, pretty much over from there. maximum amount of points they can finish on is 41. It would take a brutal final 6 games from Exen. It would take Polsky boys. Gentry not picking up any points in their final 2 games as well, just for Heimo to tie them. Not sure what the tiebreaker would even look like at that point, with Heimo still having 3 games left themselves. So Mustaa, a lot to play for. Trying to finish ahead of Voittamaton, trying to match the points pace of Totarit, which they'll be able to do if they get another regulation win. And again, for Heimo, the situation now is just hoping that they finish in one of those safety spots between spots 9 and 12. But game 1, 5-1 to Mustaa. And look there again, Launen the hat trick in this one. And Aro with the goals as well. And that will do it again for game number 1. A big win for Mustaa for a variety of reasons that I already covered. Game number 2 coming up in just a few moments. We'll see just how good of a matchup it is going to be for Mustaa. Will they be able to pull off the double? 6 points would be huge for them. We'll find out in just a few minutes. Stick with us.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Head of steam into the other zone. Held on a little bit too. Only his team's leading scorer. Decent terms of hits. Good save there by Lotvig. Heimo registered the first shot of net in this one. Heimo with a good catch. Keep this one alive, and they score. Caps off with an assist on Sadapoika's 17th goal of the season. Yep, they're on blue line. Trap game. Should have an early lead. Being across. On the 5.9 seconds on the clock here. Lean win for Hutzi. And a quick play down the other way. Sadapoika. And Sockham going to be heading to the box again. This time on a trip. Does end up as so great poke check there by Emil. And Sadapoika steps up. And his team sends across. Looking across for Aro. Blocked by Emil. Can only slow him down for so long as Aro makes it 38 goals on this protect effort here. Heimo opens up the door down the other way. Mustaa in front, they score. Getting a little bit more.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Well, everybody, we are back just in time for the teams to have a disconnect. We thought we were going to be ready to go. No such luck there. And that is, well, that's why we typically try to wait until the action's underway and on the ice. But every once in a while, we get a little bit hopeful. We get a little bit optimistic that maybe, just maybe, we'll be okay. But, we'll keep it here for the moment. let's take a look at the standings. We'll still have some things to talk about, and hopefully it won't take these two teams too long to get things back underway. In regards to the standings, again, I talked about the likes of, Mustaa Kultaa and their top four situation, currently now a top three situation, as that game has yet to be reported. But again, we know Mustaa Kultaa now on 25 games and 53 points for the regulation win. For Heimo now on 27 points. And again, they can only finish with a maximum of 41 points. So it would certainly require someone like the Polski boys to have a rough final two games. It would have to see, they'd have to see the Blackjacks pick up no points in their last four games. And of course, they would have to see Exon lose the vast majority of their six remaining games. So we'll see what happens here for Heimo in terms of the, positive outlook of the playoffs. It's looking a little bit less positive in terms of them being able to hold on to one of those safety positions. They are only 8 points up on Roots Gaming, and 8 points can go quickly. I mean, for Roots, you're talking about 2 wins. All of a sudden, hey, you're only 2 points back. So Heimo in a good spot, likely safe, but now a lot less likely to make the playoffs after giving up those 3 points. So again, we'll see what happens over the course of this next game. That's one of the beautiful things about this particular format, is a lot of things can change very, very quickly, including hopefully, again, these two teams being able to be matched up here. But before we get into the action, a reminder for those ECL player license holders, check your email that you registered with. Of course, SportsGamer X Wellnet now a thing, and of course, an offer there. Again, sent out to everyone via their emails. So make sure to check that out if it is of any interest. Even if it isn't, check it out, and then it may become of interest. Who's to say? Who's to say? I'm not. I'm not to say. Or am I to say? I don't know. I am the one behind the microphone here. As I wait anxiously to see if we'll actually have puck drop for game number 2. I can hear the game audio in the headset, but will it hold? That's the question. Fingers crossed, everybody. Will it be game 2 between Heimo and Mustaa Kultaa? That is the question. And we await anxiously with bated breath. It looks like. You never want to say for sure until the puck's on the ice. Looks like we are a go for game number 2. Again, a 5-1 win for Mustaa Kultaa in game 1 is a big stop by Latve early on, denying Emil. And Heimo scored first in that prior game with the Mustaa Kultaa to tally 5 straight goals, and that is a big part of the way as to how they did it. And it was positive momentum from penalties being taken. It is another penalty called against Heimo. This time, Captain Emil gets involved in a very early power play opportunity now for Mustaa Kultaa. E for them here on the kill for Heimo. It's Hatsi on the draw. Sakam elected to poke that one. And Mustaa Kultaa in control. Nawari Yamal throws one on. A bit more than that. He was trying to pick that corner, but Vamo able to make the save. Face off here. Tie up from Launinen. It's Mustaa Kultaa in control. Nisei at the point, stepping in. Back to the forehand. Nice pick off there by Sakam, and Heimo want to make something happen shorthanded, and they do! Consecutive games, the opening goal goes to Heimo. This time, it's Sakam, an amazing individual effort end to end. And Heimo strike first on Sakam's 5th of the season. Positive momentum for Mustaa on the man advantage. Disappears quickly. Heimo get the shorthanded goal, and indeed now Mustaa looking a little bit discombobulated, trying to work their way into the attacking zone. Seconds left now on the man advantage. Hatsi back for Sakam. And we are back to 5-on-5. A phenomenal penalty kill effort there from Heimo. Counter-attacking bid for Mustaa. Alupekas for Aro, and another stop for Vamo. Loose puck up for grabs. Mustaa able to maintain possession. Not able to time it correctly. They're offside. Face off. Mustaa to get it back. Aro, the spin back to Launen, and big save again. 3 shots on for Mustaa, all of them of a high quality. Amo able to stand up to the task so far. As Sakam gets wiped out by a hip check. Counter attack for Mustaa. Aro bumped off the puck. Good job there by Hatsi. Sadapoika back for Sakam. Hatsi to Sadapoika again. One pass, too many. Heimo able to win it back. Out on in the corner. Big hit there by Sadapoika. Launen is down. As Jamal tried to find Aro, defense was able to take it away. Hatsi tries to cut to the net. Still has it. Akam. Put Sniper into a bit of a rough spot. Offside is the call. See the hit again that Launen was injured on. Bit surprised. We didn't see a call there, especially with the injuries. As Alupekas in control, takes the hit, loose puck. Sniper tries to settle it down off the skates of Sadapoika. Loose puck, still phenomenal glove save. As Vamo denies Aro once again. And a tremendous first period for the Heimo netminder. Try the quick out. Emil does have it. Avoids pressure. Can't maintain into a dangerous situation. As Aro with some space, not able to get around Sakam. And the lone goal scorer of this game so far. Short-handed effort. Pretty for Hatsi, and a good job by Mustaa to disrupt that break-in attempt. Face off. Mustaa into the attacking zone. Aro again denied by the glove Avamo, a tremendous performance by him here in the first period. Five shots and very near 5 robberies. Full pressure for Mustaa. Mise trying to find space. Off for Alupekas, who can't go low. Snipery was there to take it away. Oh, has it taken away by Aro, and an offside call here against Mustaa. Snipery in control. Puck chipped out by Sada Poika. No icing. Smart play there. Emil loses it to Launinen. All to Mise. Good block from Snipery. Final minute of the first period. Aro takes the hit. Mise in front off the goalie's pads all the way back. Mustaa zone. Final few seconds. Aro tries the shot from center ice. Not able to break through. Heimo have the lead off of the short-handed goal from Sockham, and we'll see as the game progresses on if they can find that insurance tally that they were not able to find in game number 2 as Mustaa battled their way back. Numbers there in favor of Mustaa, except for the face-offs, which was a job well done by Hutzi to get those extra bits of puck possession, especially in a short-handed situation. We get ready for the second period. Second period is indeed underway. As always, the action brought to you by our friends at Kovalan Lakritsi. 5-1 win for Mustaa in game 1. Despite Heimo scoring first, much like they have here in this game. Again, it is just our first series of this broadcast. A little bit later on, Parasite taking on Voittamaton. Aro takes the hit. Out of Poika for Emil. Tried the spin. Took away his own momentum. Jeez. Aro, I've never seen that one. Aro's shot is poke checked, and it still has enough heat on it to crack the panel of glass. That is tremendous. As we continue on, Kultaa back in control. We say over the line, knocked loose, chance for Launen, and he scores. And for Heimo, I gotta feel a bit frustrated at that one, as Launen was in the right place at the right time in terms of how we got that puck. Certainly frustrating for Heimo, but it is a goal nonetheless, as Launen adds to his total. Had the hat trick in game number 1. And adds another one here, now up to 23 on the season, surpassing Alupekas for second on the team in goals. Heimo, you have to wonder now, okay, can we get that second goal and avoid Similar situation to what happened in the last game. Here is Alupekas. Tried to find Aro. Defense able to break it up. Socked him over the line. Below the goal line. The defender still in control. As Snipery, his shot nearly caught Latve off that post. Emil fires one on, deflected, and a phenomenal glove save by Latve. That is a situation where silver big tipper, especially gold, that is absolutely a goal. But Latve still given a chance with that ability. And for this season is voted on in the preseason and still takes phenomenal positioning to come up with the save in that situation. Latve was there. He has a little bit of trouble here on the post. Launen able to come away with it. Finds Aro. Sends across. Sockham's there to take it away. There's Emil holds up. Tries to find Hatsi in the middle. Defense there to take it away. Atapoika chips that one in. He goes down with an injury. Akam fires one on. Latve another save. He's tired. His full pressure's on. That one deflects again. Something I think we're still seeing some resistance towards. A lot of teams do still look for the quality over quantity, but you get that goaltender tired, you never know what might sneak past them. A bad idea to get a shot on net. Good hit there by Satapoika. Emil finds Sockham. Back to Satapoika. Good stop by Latve. Emil again. Let's see in control. Satapoika trying to fend off pressure from Nawar Yamal, and he does. Heimo drive from Hatsi just broken up. Under 2.5 to go in the period. Aro down low finds Alupekas. And it will be Vamo ending up covering this puck. Oh, the face-off. Had quite a few injuries in this game. In face-off win for Launen and Mise. Back beforehand, held it a bit too long. Emma was able to poke it away. Heimo in control. Time for one more rush. Sockham, good pass to Satapoika, throws one on, bounces up and off the netting with 4.7 to go. Off the face-off, Satapoika still fighting. But that will do it. Mustaa able to find the tying goal. Come down to the third period. Potentially longer, you never know. Mustaa look for the perfect 6 out of 6. Tying goal from Launen. You gotta look there at the last chance. Satapoika. It went off the defender's skate. Get ready for the third period again. It is our final broadcast coverage of the regular season. Teams finishing up their games this week. We will find out what the playoff situation will be sooner rather than later. Heading into the playoffs again that begin after the holiday break. Thoughts is for the raid of No Street Sports, who we saw in action yesterday, myself and B Major in our Pro Division Spotlight. Great to know if they had a slightly better night than they did last night as they got caught. HC Logano Esports. Socked them in control, not able to find that pass through. Good hit there by Mise. Sadapoika goes off of his skate as he was getting back to his feet. And Mustaa able to get the puck out. Another attacking opportunity here. Launinen. Job maintaining possession, but the space still never develops. Ready for war, Sadapoika. Turned over again. Aro trying to find some space. As Nawari Yamal stepping up into the play on goal. Held by Vamo. Heimo get things, or at least try to get things going back down the other way. Line patrol from Mustaa. Heimo do find a bit of space. Emil tries the short side. Defense able to block it. And then back for Aro. Alupekas in conversation as well before Vamo pounces on that one. Off the draw. Mustaa in control. Nice shot there from Launinen in point blank, but it is Vamo able to make the save. Over the line. Boyka tried to keep it alive, but here comes Mustaa again. Launinen takes the hit. We'll have trouble finding space here. We're already halfway through this third period. Sniper blocked. Otzi's shot blocker save. Aro nearly finds space through. Vamo will be forced to cover. We'll see presumably a timeout here. I didn't see anything that would indicate needing a restart. 3 points for the regulation win. Big results for Mustaa as they currently find themselves in third, both in outright points and on point percentage. Would tie Totarit in points and on the same amount of games if they're able to win this one in regulation. In theory, a second seed in the playoffs still very much a possibility, especially after a goal like that from Alupekas. He was kept off the score sheet in game number 1. But a top shelf shot, Mustaa. Make it 2 unanswered goals. And grab the lead here with roughly 5 minutes to play. Goal number 23 on the season. And a great time for him to find the back of the nets. 5:50 remaining in regulation. Heimo trying to quickly find the tying goal. Pressures on them. Nice short side shot. That one denied. As I mentioned for Heimo, a loss here all but guarantees they're not going to be making the playoffs without an immense amount of help from other teams just totally dropping the ball over the course of their remaining 4 to 6 games. I'm talking about the likes of Polsky Boys, Exon, Mustaa. This would continue a push for potentially the 2nd seed heading into the playoffs. Here's Sadapoika across. Great save for Latve. And a timely one at that. Issei for Aro. Draws the penalty. Sockham heading to the box for charging. A frustrating penalty for sure. I think you could argue it also could have been boarding. We will see a timeout here. Yeah, one more look at the goal from Alupekas, the difference maker right now. Clean win for Launinen. Mustaa on the man advantage, looking to kill off this game and secures 6 points to move into a tie for the 2nd seed. Here's Sadapoika. Heimo have one shorthanded goal in this game, and they're in on the attack now. Sadapoika ended up with a backhand shot, didn't have enough power. Aro over, they score! Power play goal for Alupekas, and Mustaa are 35 seconds away from 6 points out of this matchup. As for Sadapoika, it was a tough break at the point. Ends up with a backhand shot shoveled towards goal. And barring a miracle now here for Heimo. As mentioned, their playoff hopes pretty much dashed. Mustaa. Oh man, Alupekas, the hat trick. What a great individual effort. As Mustaa for the 2nd game in a row give up the first goal, but pull away by the end of the game, make it 4-1. This was not what Heimo was looking to see from this matchup. But for Mustaa. And 6 points and nearly another goal there. And it's a shame, too. 4 goals against. Vamo had a really strong game. But eventually, Levy broke. Heimo, for the 2nd game in a row, not able to find their 2nd goal that they needed. Glove save there from Vamo. Big night for Mustaa. That 2nd seed going to be so important in the playoffs, as it means you'll be able. What a nice outlet pass. It wasn't meant for Emil. Had to slow up a little bit. One-timer, good stop by Latve, but that 2nd seed, so important, as Aro denied on the short side. Sock him nearly with some accidental friendly fire, and that will do it. Mustaa, Kultaa have tied Totarit 56 points apiece with 4 games left to play. And they might indeed be the team that has that window to not have to face Parasite till potentially the finals, live at Assembly this upcoming February. A tremendous game for Alupekas in particular. It is a perfect set of regulation wins for Mustaa. Kultaa. Again, that is just our first matchup on the night, as we have the previously mentioned Parasite taking on Voittamaton, who will have their work cut out for them, as they are now 4 points back of both Totarit and Mustaa Kultaa with the same amount of games played. So the pathway for Voittamaton to get that second seed, not as likely as it has looked at certain points in the season. They might find themselves down in 4th, as it is pretty much guaranteed that they will have a top 4 position. So again, that is our first matchup in the books. 6 points for Mustaa Kultaa. Parasite, Voittamaton coming up on the other side of the break, so stick with us. We'll be back shortly.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Heimo scored first in that prior game. Now 5 straight goals, and that control. The Warrior ball throws one on. And then Heimo want to make something happen short-handed, and they do. Individual effort, end to end. And Heimo strike first on Sockham's 5th of the season. Another attacking bid for Mustaa Kultaa. Alupekas for Aro, another stop. Face off. Love to get it back. Aro, the spin back to Launen and Diggs. Tries to settle down off the skates of Zanapoika. This puck still phenomenal glove save. Again denied by the glove. Some momentum. Chance for Launen, and he scores. How we got that puck. Frustrating for Heimo, but it is a goal. Nonetheless, as by defenders still in control. Nice free hit shot, nearly caught Latte off that post. Playoffs again that begin after the holiday break. Boxes for the raid of over again. Aro trying to find some space. As Mario Mall stepping up into the play on goal. Oh, nice shot. They were flying space. Carry a second seed in the playoffs. Still very much a possibility, especially after a goal like Mustaa. Oh man, Alupekas, the hat trick. What a great individual effort. But pull away by the end of the game, make it 4-1. Some accidental friendly fire, and that will do it. Mustaa have tied Toturi 56 points apiece.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
All right, everybody, we are back. Again, a big thank you for sticking with us here at SportsGamer. Our first broadcast of our regular season finale, I should say, has come to a close as we move on to matchup number 2. And it is a heavyweight tilt, as it is every single season, regardless of the different variations. Essentially, it is the heavy hitters of the elite division that we have seen season after season going head to head. Parasite taking on Voittamaton in our next matchup. Let's take a look at the standings as things currently are to show you all the situation. Now, we still do not have the Mustaa Heimo results input yet, but we do know that Mustaa are even with Toturi. 26 games played, 56 points. So again, Voittamaton have some space where they need to make up ground if they want that second seed, as Toturi and Mustaa have provided quite the challenge, to say the least. For Parasite, well, I mean, let's be honest, they are the number 1 seed, 23-1 on the season, technically, for Toturi, for Mustaa. They can finish on a maximum of 68 points. All it's going to take is one more win in their final 6 games for Parasite to officially clinch the top seed. But that is all but confirmed. So certainly more to play for the Voittamaton side of things, trying to get as good of seeding as possible heading in to the playoffs. Let's take a look at the team stats for this one. And we get ready for this big time matchup. Parasite have been beyond stellar, to say the least, this season. For Voittamaton, the numbers aren't even necessarily that bad in terms of a goal differential. Special teams, though, certainly on the side of Parasite, 50% on the power play and still 84% on the penalty kill. They maintained a perfect penalty kill for a good amount of this season as well. I'll look at the lineups heading into this one. For Parasite, Vatu, Benito, and Nicky Dangles, the front 3. Tombo and Teemu on defense. And this time it'll be Nike between the pipes. Well, on the other side, Tempedim, Potslav, and Eki, with Yamalaman and Flyer Kungen and Hansalino between the pipes. Let's take a look at the center comparison. Another showdown between Benito and Potslav, as for Potslav, again, 42 points, 26 games. Certainly not bad, but we know he's capable of more, while Benito had a bit, if you could believe it, a bit of a slow start in comparison to the wingers on his team that we're about to talk about momentarily. And then down the backstretch of the season, he has just, turned into that monster that a lot of people know him to be. 70 points in 24 games. It's a heavyweight tilt that we have seen on numerous occasions, but Benito continues to be the scariest center, I would have to say, that anybody could play against in the entirety of the ECL. The wingers up next, Vatu and Nicky Dangles, the dream combination that has been better than I think anybody could have possibly imagined. Nikki Dangles, 78 points in 24 games. But what about Vatu? His level has just been taken to an entirely new set of heights that I think most people couldn't have envisioned. 89 points, 56 goals with 6 games left. Unbelievable for him, and certainly on pace to be the forward of the season. Of course, we've mentioned the likes of it's party time for someone like Tiki Talk, who aren't going to be a playoff team at this rate. But when you have Vatu setting, a standard like this, it's tough not to deem him as the favorite currently. On the other side, Tempin and Eki, again, certainly no point totals to scoff at. They have both been incredibly solid. They're both up there in terms of goals, should both be hitting 30 on the season with 4 games left to play. But it's just the tone that Parasite have set where anybody in comparison looks like at the very least a small step down. So it's just a crazy, crazy accomplishment on their part. Defensively, we have Tombo and Temu for the Parasite squad, with Yamal the Man and Flyer Kungan on the other side. And of course, a very similar story here. Both defenders for Voittamaton at least a point per game pace. Not surprising when, of course, they have both played forward in the Elite Division. But on the other side, Tombo and Temu, it was a very similar story. Tombo, a little bit overshadowed by the other members of his team. And now all of a sudden, 40 points in 24 games with 39 assists. Vatu, on the other hand, 15 goals as a defender, has outscored a fair amount of forwards in this tier. Just a crazy, crazy performance from him. And again, someone that you have to look at as the favorite for defender of the season. It has been the regular season of Parasite. Obviously, playoffs, different things could happen, but we're not quite there yet. The goaltenders, our final head to head, Nike and Hanselino, two of the best that this division has really ever seen. And of course, for both of them, I think the numbers, at least in terms of save percentage, not quite what you would expect to see. Goals against average, though, being that low, certainly indicates that neither are seeing that much in terms of shots on goal throughout their games. Most of what they're seeing, likely high quality as well, for when the defense, is on the receiving end of a bad bounce or makes the very rare mistake. Nike, a perfect 12-0, certainly indicates that. So neither might not have the most impressive stat line that they have ever had, but again, two of the very best that we have seen, to say the least. So again, we are just a few moments away from the action picking up. Nike and Hanselino going head to head. Parasite, Voittamaton going head to head. As again, we are that much closer to the end of our regular season. And, I talked about the performances that we have had from some of these players. Let's give you another example of that. And of course, the dominance of a team such as Parasite. The top 10 forwards. Look at the top three, all three members of that squad. Of course, Eki, fourth in scoring right now, involved in this matchup. Aro, we don't have, I believe we don't have the 2 games that we just saw played for Mustakalta factored in. So he's actually even further up, if I'm not mistaken. Mentioned party time for Tiki Talk. And then for someone like Totarit Profilapaki being top 10 in scoring, Tunkelia up there for Polski boys, and Kermit still hanging around the top 10 for the Blackjacks. After an incredibly hot start to the season, he wasn't quite able to maintain that pace, but still a very strong season for him. But again, the Parasite front three, absolutely phenomenal this season. I believe we have the defenders coming up as well. And indeed, we do. Talked about it for Temu, has to be the favorite to win defender of the season. He and Tombo leading the way for the scoring. But shout out to Sisu, easy to sniper for Goons. Both of them taking a big step up in terms of their level of play this season. Psycho skills in return for the Blackjacks, much like Kermit, set a very high pace at the start of the season. And then again, you have the Mustakalta duo of Mise and Nuari Yamal. Pensasmies up there for Tiki Talk. Again, it's so interesting for a team like Tiki Talk to not currently be in the playoff structure and to be right on the fringe of perhaps being in a relegation series, yet they have these individuals that have done so well this season. There's Vote there for the Polski boys as well. And as we bide just a little bit more time before the action begins, why not take a look at the goalies as well? And of course, I mentioned, guys like Nike, Anselino not quite leading the way. It's because it's been guys like Stammer, Anto Tarit, Latve for Mustakalta, Circula for Goons. Of course, obviously, Fenseri and Kazu are up there, but not even over the 15 games played for the majority of the starts for their teams. Again, there are still games to be played, but we are just about ready to go. Parasite, Voittamaton, head to head here to wrap up our broadcast coverage of the Elite Division season. As again, the playoffs get underway in the new year. So we'll have the more up to date information a little bit later on, or at least we'll get a better look at it. But the 6th of January is a Monday and is where we will see quarterfinal action kick off. Of course, all of this in regards to the Elite Division leading to our live final at Assembly in Helsinki this February, as we are indeed ready to go. We played it safe. We waited until the puck was dropped. It is Parasite taking on Voittamaton. A heavyweight tilt, to say the least. One of those matchups that you always think two teams like this could easily be a finals preview, but you never quite know, especially if a team like Voittamaton are unable to get that higher seeding. Happens here as the action continues on. Parasite into the attacking zone. The zone lineup will be very, very familiar with them. Oh, turnover. Here's Vatu across for Nicky. Tangles high and wide on the 1T. Vatu rings the post from the odd angle. Down low, Nicky dangles the wraparound. Kinds of different looks for Parasite here early on. Nicky tries to find some space. Line for Potzloff. Couldn't find any space of his own. Teemu able to recover. Sets a pick on Eki to give Benito some space. Offside call here against Parasite. Over the line, poked away. Voittamaton in possession. Protection play. Stepping in on the doorstep. A risky play out there for Nike. Want to keep the pace going. Combo tried to find Vatu up the boards. Voittamaton. Finding from there. Vatu shot. Laid out by Hanselino behind the goal line. Spin shot on from Eki. Rebound pretty far out. Down low now. Tempinen. Good movement here from Voittamaton, but they can't get the shot through the traffic. Eki, good save. And from below the goal line, Potzloff scores. Goal number 24 for Potzloff as he banks it in off of Nike, who was down and out. That's a Potzloff goal if I've ever seen one. Just finds a way. Right place, right time. Maybe in sometimes just an awkward place, but still at the right time. As Voittamaton strike first. Line here for Parasite. Nikki Dangles on the short side. Hansu forced to cover. It's a very strong start for Parasite, but not able to strike first. And off the post for Nikki Dangles off the face-off play. Two back for Nikkei. Tried to find Benito in front. Eki's there to take it away. Empinen over for Potzloff. Tried to drop back to the point. Off the mark. And down the other way, it was Nikki Dangles still getting back to his feet. Recovery, though, from Yamal poking that one away. Empinen. That one paddled aside by Nikkei. Two able to take this one away. And just offside here for Parasite. Just bucked the stick lift there. Still fought on for it. Voittamaton have it. Around the back of the net. Point, big spin for Yamal. Finds Fire Klugen. Shot from Eki. Get it through. The final minute of the first period. Again, just one goal thus far. Potzloff's 24th of the season is the difference maker thus far. Parasite trying to find a late goal. Voittamaton will have a chance of their own now. Empinen across. One timer. Good glove save for Nikkei. And that will do it for the first period. Chances aplenty on both sides. But the lone goal, Voittamaton strike first. Brief look at the numbers there, but certainly in favor of Voittamaton. You just saw the chance here that Eki lost. Still gets it on net, and then Potzloff below the goal line off the chest and nearly was able to keep that one out with the blade of the stick. As we continue on, as always, the action brought to you by our friends at Kovalon Lockertsi. It is game number 1 of 2 between Parasite and Voittamaton. The regular season matchup could very well be a playoff preview, but the result of this one could vary and will very much have an effect on how early we could see that potential matchup, as Eki's going to be heading to the box for a trip. A bit too aggressive on the forecheck, and Ombo goes down, sets up Parasite for their phenomenal power play. And a quick clear out for Voittamaton off the face-off. Parasite, though, right back on the attack quickly as well. As Heimo has it poked away, instantly recovers. Batu, what a blocker stop. Delayed call here as Flyer Kungan will be heading to the box. It'll be a 5-on-3 for Parasite. So Eki and Flyer Kungan both to the box. Off the face-off, Parasite have it. Combo in front, they score. You simply cannot make that many mistakes against a team like Parasite. Benito is 23rd of the season, and we have a tie game. We continue on. Still a minute and a half of power play time for Parasite. With Eki now out of the box. Bouncing puck in front. Tempinen. Try to go download the Potsloff. He was still picking up his stick, but precious time on the man advantage. Winding down off the clock. Combo for Teemu. Back again. Batu tried to find Tombo, pass off the mark, so Parasite not really able to get established. Second half of this power play. They are in the zone now, but we're back to 5-on-5. Teemu tries the short side. Good stop by Hanselinho. Back checking pressure from Benito. It's Parasite right back in control. As Benito tried the pass in front, nobody home. Eki with some space. To the point. All back to Flyer. Kungan in front. What a great play. Eki finds the back of the net. Voittamaton re-grab the lead. It's 2-1. A phenomenal cut to the net from Eki. His 27th of the season. Voittamaton back up by 1 after the 5-on-3 power play goal. Parasite back in on the attack. And they score! A quick response from Parasite. Goal number 57. For number 37, Vatu. Finds a little bit of space, and it's all he needs. For one of the most prolific goal-scoring seasons we have ever had, and by the end of it, could simply be the most prolific. Voittamaton not able to hold the lead for all that long. Parasite might not be done. Batu gets it towards goal. As Benito shovels one on, Vatu had a poke at it. And Hanselinho has to cover. A shot from Nikki Dangles. Played out, and they score! A freebie given up by Hanselenio Benito. Has another one. 24 now on the campaign. And that is one that Voittamaton are going to want back after not being able to hold their lead for long. They now trail. And I have to be completely honest. B-Mage and I talked about this the other day on the broadcast. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand why goalies play it out in these close situations, fellas, because it takes more time to watch the goal replay than it does to get to the face-off if you just froze the puck. And now Voittamaton trail by 1 with 7:28 to go here in the second period. A little bit of patience could go a long way for a lot of players throughout the ECL tier, at least when you're on broadcast. Obviously, you can skip replays when you're not. Regardless, here come Voittamaton. It's Tempinen. Centering feed, nobody home. Parasite with their first lead of this game. Off of Benito's second goal. Back to the point, of feed in front, and a penalty called. Voittamaton will head to the power play for the first time, as Teemu called for the infraction. And a chance for Voittamaton to get back into it. Off the face-off, Parasite quickly able to clear. Zone established once again. Tempinen. Oh, can't get that shot on clean. Short-handed opportunity for Vatu. Scores! Number 58, his second of the period. He has a power play goal. He has a shorthanded goal. Get that man the puck. Good things happen this season. .48 seconds left on the man advantage here for Voittamaton. They have surrendered a shorthanded goal. And now 3 unanswered goals. After Eki last found the back of the nets. We're back to 5-on-5. All shot blocked. Nito up for Teemu. Fence there. Oh, the man, chance now again. One doesn't find its way through. Final minute of the period. As Benito or Nikki Dangles. Has it again from Vatu. Now Tombo into the play. Final 6 seconds. Aim of the one-timer for Vatu. That one stopped as a broken stick. And that will do it. Parasite up 4-2. At the end of the second period, as the Vatu takeover begins. 2 goals, and again now up to 58 on the season. short-handed breakaway goal. You're getting a look here. This was Benito's goal on the 5-on-3. It kicked off the scoring. Voittamaton, a great passing play to find Eki in front. No denying that. But we saw the Vatu highlighted goal, the one-timer. Then Hanselinho passes the puck out. It takes a bounce, freebie goal for Benito. And then, of course, the shorthanded breakaway goal for Vatu. 4-2. Third period underway. Ovalon Locracy presents the final broadcast of our regular season coverage. Again, the playoffs beginning in the new year after the holiday break. Face off one. Eki. Got to get one towards goal. Find Potzloff. Dumping him back down low. Another feed in front. Defense was there to take it away. One-timer for Eki. Picked off by Tombo. Stepping up into the play. Able to find the pass, though. Benito does a good job helping out on defense. Pace for Teemu. Across for Vatu. Defense collapses in time. Teemu over the line. The wall by Jamal, but Teemu still in control. Gets it back to Tombo at the point. Tombo for Benito. Able to find Nicky Dangles down low. Parasite. Held to the perimeter. They score! Only held to the perimeter for so long, they finally find that small amount of space, and it's all they needed. Nicky Dangles. Goal number 33. Now 4 unanswered goals for Parasite. Voittamaton. Try to find their way back at this point. Seems unlikely, but crazier things have happened. Parasite, though, you know they're not going to be done. Benito draws a call as he gets the shot towards goal. A regulation win for Parasite guarantees them the #1 seed. Still yet to clinch, but anything more than 2 points will do it. Short side one time for Nicky Dangles stopped, and he'll take a trip. So a very short power play. Nicky Dangles denied and then takes down Eki, trying to keep the play alive. Four on four. Voittamaton, the shot towards goal. Didn't find intended target. It's Teemu. It's Benito down low. Has it knocked away. for Tempinen. Very short power play for Voittamaton. We are back to 5-on-5. Here's Vatu. Hands off for Nikki Dangles. Across for Vatu. And a penalty called. As Vatu was looking for the one-timer. Went forward a bit too early. Made contact with Eki. Obviously not the most ideal of animations there. But a power play, a full power play coming up for Voittamaton no matter what. Needing to find the back of the net here. Good quick movement. They tried to feed down low. Nikki Dangles has a step and held it between the legs. I think he was hoping to find a trip. I mean, you saw Eki spamming the hit stick there. That shot doesn't go. Extra attacker is out. They're going all in to try to get this power play goal. That one fired down. I appreciate the aggressiveness, especially when a lot of teams don't pull their goalie regardless of situation. But here goes Vatu, fresh out of the box. He's taken down. And because he wasn't in the zone, no penalty shot, no automatic goal. Maybe the play of the season from one Yamal the man. What a play by Jamal there. Just to stop Vatu. That's crazy. That is crazy. The power play here coming up. Shot there is denied. Unfortunately, I do have to step away for a moment. I have a sick dog that's barking to go outside. Commentary will resume shortly. But man, what a time I have to step away. I will be right back, everybody. I apologize.
Big goal for Parasite on this one to make this game a 6-2 lead for Parasite so far. Face-off draw.
Well, everybody, I am back just in time to have missed a goal, which is fairly typical, I would say. But, all right, 6-2 now the score in favor of Parasite. Turns out Sin's not the only person feeling, or I guess the living creature under the weather today that can affect this broadcast. As we won't have an icing call here, but Parasite, with this win, they will clinch the #1 seed in the postseason. And for Voittamaton now, they are much more likely to finish 4th as opposed to 3rd, let alone 2nd. This is all big save there by Nike. This is a gigantic result for Totarit, for Mustaa. As again, they found themselves ahead of Voittamaton heading into this game on the same amount of games played. Nike with the save of the season. Looked down and out and got a piece of it to keep it a 6-2 game. I hope we get another look at that. Teemu the opportunity. He's denied by Hanselinho. Parasite, 5 unanswered goals. Full pressure for Voittamaton, but they're not going to be able to do anything with it. as Parasite clinch the #1 seed heading into the postseason. It was close until it wasn't. Which is a bit of a shame. But we still have a second game. And a gigantic win for Parasite. 3 more points in the books. A 6-2 final score. The hat trick as well from Vatu. And now up to 59 goals on the season. And Potzloff kicked off the scoring. Benito was able to tie it on a 5-on-3. Eki gets the 2-1 lead for Voittamaton, but then from there, it was all Parasite. As Vatu on the one-timer ties the game, and then Benito off the puck, passed out by Hanselinho. I imagine it went off a skate, but regardless, an unnecessary risk, at least in this commentator's opinion. And then the short-handed breakaway goal for Vatu. Dangles got in on the fun. And then one more time for Vatu, the goal that I unfortunately missed. You know, I'm a pet owner first and a commentator second. What more can I say? That is game #1 in the books, everybody. We still have a second game coming up for Parasite and Voittamaton. Again, for Parasite, job done. They have the #1 seed. They can coast through their last 3 games of the season. But for Voittamaton, there's still a ton to play for when it comes to playoff seeding. So we'll be back. Game #4. The second game between these two. The final game of the broadcast. I'm sad, man. The regular season is almost done. We'll be back in a moment. Stick with us.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
For Nicky Tangles, high and wide on the 1P. Vatu rings the post from the odd A. Action play. Stepping in on the doorstep towards Voittamaton. There, Vatu shot. Good moving here for Voittamaton, but they can't get the shot through the traffic. Eki save. Voittamaton, but they can't get the shot through the traffic. Eki save. And from below the goal line, Potzloff scores. As he banks it in off of Nike, who was down and out. Line here, Parasite dangles on the short side. One-timer, good glove save for Nike on how early we could see that potential matchup, as Eki's going to be heading to the box quickly as well. Heimo has poked away, instantly recovers. Vatu, what a blocker stop, delayed. Off the face-off, Parasite have it. Combo in front, they score. Ito his 23rd of the season. And we have a tie game. So Parasite not really able to get established. Second half of this power play. They are in the zone now, but we're back to 5-on-5. Teemu tries for the point. Ball back to Flyer. Kungan in front. What a great play. A phenomenal cut to the net from Eki. Parasite back in on the attack. And they score. Response from Parasite, goal number 57. For number. A shot from Nikki Dangles. Played out, and they score. Being able to hold their lead for long, they now trail. An opportunity for Vatu. Scores. Get that man the puck. Good angles down low. Parasite. Held to the perimeter. They score. And it's all they needed. Nikki Dangles. Goal number 33. They tried to feed down low. Nikki Dangles has a step and held it between the legs. No penalty shot. No automatic goal. Maybe the power play here coming up. Shot there is denied. This is all big save there by Nike. This is a gigantic result for Coach Rate Mustaa.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
And ready to go. The action underway. There was a disconnect on their first attempt to get the game going, hence us jumping in right as the puck dropped, in a near chance there. Tremendous opportunity. So again, it was a big win for Parasite. 6-2 the final score in game number 1, securing them the top seed heading into the postseason. We begin play in the new year as we take a break for the holiday season. Good movement for Voittamaton, who again had a 2-1 lead in that game before allowing 5 unanswered goals. As Heimo steps in for Parasite. Again, Voittamaton, they are the real focus of this particular matchup, looking to become just the second team to defeat Parasite this season. And certainly needing to do so as they have fallen behind the likes of Totarit and Mustaa. For the second and third place seedings heading into the postseason. Down in the corner, Benito. Fine, Tom. Well, the one-timer for Teemu. Stopped by Hanselinho. Voittamaton in on the attack. Sent back towards the point and not able to be held in. Offside call. Voittamaton into the attacking zone here. Puck down low, kick back to the point, and a good poke check by Vatu. And the hat trick in game 1, 1 goal away from 60 on the season. And here he goes, down the ice for Parasite. Sends across for Nicky Dangles. Defense able to hold on. For Benito, and back one more time. Parasite have no problem working the perimeter. Waiting for that one mistake of too much space being left. They can't find it there, though. Good defense from Voittamaton. Battle for the puck. Voittamaton in possession. Becky in control. And a shot on, glove down by Hanselinho. Fatu tried the pass. Taken away. 1 minute left already here in the first period. 2 shots apiece so far. 8 in front. Taken away by Tombo. will do it for the first period. Two teams canceling one another out for the most part. As we'll get ready for the second period. And just 2 shots apiece. Fair amount of time on attack for both sides. Passing's close, face-off's close. It was very reminiscent of games of the past between some of the top teams. Just a lot of canceling one another out. Get ready for the second period of play. Again, as always, the action brought to you by our friends at Kovalan Lakritsi. It is game number 2 of the regular season head-to-head between Parasite and Voittamaton. Again, our final regular season broadcast for our Winter 25 season. We will not, at the end of this broadcast, know every position in the final standings because of some teams making up a few extra games compared to others. As always, it'll be sportsgamer.gg for the most up-to-date information. On the socials as well at sportsgamergg. As the chance for Vatu on the doorstep. Big stop for Hanselinho. Vatu will have to wait for goal number 60. Movement here. Benito sends down low. Good pick off by Yamal Leman. Tempinen down for Eki. Bumped in the corner by Tombo. Parasite not able to find pass, but they at least clear the zone. Space now, 2-on-1. Vatu's shot had an open corner, but he guessed wrong. As Hansu did not go with the overcommit. Another chance here. Benito kick save. Couple of chances for Parasite to kick off the period. Look, Benito trying to hold on to the puck. Defense able to hold. Full pressure now for Parasite. Heimo the chance. He has 15 goals this season. As a defenseman. As Eki, good patience, stripped of the puck though by Benito. Numbers drop pass from Nicky Dangles. Vatu back to Benito, and Hansu keeps that one out. Ambo tries to find Nicky Dangles. That also a shot on goal. 6 shots to 0 through 13 minutes of this second period in favor of Parasite. As Voittamaton are on side. Lock down low in the corner. Tempinen reverses. Just thrown towards goal. Smart play. Wasn't going to have time to really skate anywhere. Tempinen throws one on net. Voittamaton's first shot of the period. Stopped by Nike. Heimo battles for it. Voittamaton comes up with it. Again, for Vatu, not able to hold on. And a shot on Celinho. Elects to cover. Final minute here of the second period. Empinen's pass in front. Can't find its intended target. Benito in front. Nicky dangles. Vatu as well denied. And the one-timer attempt, no time. So we are still without the opening goal in this game, but not for a lack of trying. Especially the Parasite side, pulling away in terms of the amount of opportunities, but not yet able to find the back of the net. We got to look at the last few moments. Of that period. Numbers in favor of Parasite. Most important numbers on the scoreboard. Still a tie game here. 3 more points up for grabs. One side can get the regulation win. Space here for Nicky Dangles. Over to Vatu. Disrupted by Flyer Kungan. Voittamaton in control only momentarily. Nicky Dangles. Or Heimo off the side of the cage. Can't hold on to it. Might have been going for the wrap. And in front they score. Heimo has the breakthrough for goal number 16 as he finds the puck in the traffic. Forehand, backhand. Trying to see if that was an opposition stick or friendly fire that cost Voittamaton the puck. But regardless, the result is the same. And it's been coming for Parasite. They have their breakthrough. It's 1-0. Voittamaton have now surrendered 6 straight goals in this head-to-head. Voittamaton trying to find a way, just 3 shots on goal. In this one. Back in possession, but not able to find that pass. We try the quick out, a bounce off the end wall. Vatu not going to be able to win the race for it. Has a bit of space here and a big stop by Nike. As Flyer Kungan worked his way through. And that is the problem for Voittamaton right now, is you do find space. And again, while his numbers aren't impeccable this season compared to seasons past, you are still facing one of the best goaltenders this division's seen in its history, and especially over the last 5 years. 9.5 to go. Vatu Again, still looking for goal number 60, but he won't be finding it within the next 2 minutes or so, more than likely, as he heads to the box for tripping. The window of opportunity open now for Voittamaton. They'll head to the power play. And a loose puck in front. Shot on. Is stopped. Voittamaton still in possession. Eki to Yamal at the points. Try to get set up on the umbrella. Defense takes it away. Teemu. And a big shot stopped there by Nike. 35 seconds left on the power play. We are back to 5-on-5 after the offside call. Look there at the big time save by Nike. Six and a half minutes to go. What an icing call here. Pace for Benito. His pass back off the mark now. 5 minutes left. Puck dumped in. Shot from Combo doesn't find its way through. Space for Eki. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And what a save for Nike, denying Eki. He has had some monstrous saves. Not even worth comparing. I mean, the save from the last game, this one, I mean, regardless, top tier, no matter what. Is that one blocked down by Benito? Final 90 seconds. Batu over. Teemu. Get Hanselino off the post. In front, block, second chance, bouncing around. Not sure if that hit the glove at the side of the cage first. Counterattack here. Nicky Dangles, I should say, has to drop it off. Here's Benito. Not able to hold. 33 seconds now. And icing is the call with 28 seconds left in regulation. Chance there, doesn't go. Empty net. Penalty called on Voittamaton. And that might just do it. Oh man, what a play. Heimo scores! His second of the game. His 17th of the season. As Parasite will pull off the double. 6 points. Potentially condemning Voittamaton to as low as the 4th seed heading into the playoffs. A tremendous night for Parasite, a tremendous result for both Totarit and Mustaa, as they are that much more likely to finish in the top 3. Nike really had one there. Combo to Vatu taken down. And that will do it. A 2-0 victory for Parasite in game number 2. The 3rd shutout of the season for Nike in goal. And the favorites all season long continue their dominant ways, with now 25 wins in 26 games. Incredible, incredible stuff. For Voittamaton, again, certainly not the result that they were looking for. No points in this matchup. They will have to battle in their last series of the season and hope that Totarit and Mustaa do not make the most of the 2 games that they have at hand. And actually, in fairness for Voittamaton, I believe that was actually it. As in terms of unplayed games, I believe the only team they had not played was our automatically relegated side. So indeed, that is it for Voittamaton's season on the 28 games played. So they will indeed be the 4th seed heading into the postseason. Although technically a team like Exon, 4 games left, could get a maximum of 12 points. There is a reality, an unlikely reality, but there is technically a reality. Actually, in fairness, Exon with just 2 games left, never mind. In fairness, everybody, it's been a long day. It's been a long week, and 28 game regular season now as opposed to the 30, of course, because of, well, you know why at this point. What a night for Parasites. What a night for the likes of Mustaa as well. And again, sportsgamer.gg for all the most recent up-to-date information on the standings. We do still have teams finishing some of their games. The likes of Parasite, Totarit, Mustaa still have 1 series left to go. So we'll see what the results end up being from those, but obviously no guarantees of all the games being played here today. What I do know is Totarit, their final series is against Mythics, while Mustaa also take on Mythics, who are making up more games than anybody else. So shout out to Mythics, who are trying to battle their way into the playoffs, but they are going to be a massive difference maker in terms of the seeding at the top end of the table as well. But with that, everybody, I wish I could tell you, hey, here's what the playoffs are going to be. But what I can tell you is for sure when we are going to be back. And that is, again, Monday, the 6th of January in the new year, a 1945 CET start time, as we will kick off the opening round matchups. Our 1 seed, which we do know will be Parasite. They will be taking on the 8th seed, which could be a variety of different teams at the moment. Could very well be Mythics. It could be Tiki Talk, the Blackjacks. We'll see, right? And of course, we have the first 2 games of the 4th and the 5th seed. Could very well be Voittamaton involved as well. So, still a lot to be decided. Again, sportsgamer.gg for all of that up-to-date information, as I mentioned. But for now, that brings our regular season broadcasting schedule to a close. I want to thank you all for being back here with us. There will be an edition of the wraparound as well, covering all of the leagues as we wrap up the regular seasons. And of course, look forward towards the playoffs. So keep an eye out for that as well. For now, thank you so much for supporting us here and joining us here in 2024. and we will see you all in the new year.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Head of steam into the other zone. Hold on a little bit too. These teams leading score. In terms of hits, good save there by Lotvig. Will register the first shot at net. This one, Emil, catch, keep this one alive, and they score. Caps off with an assist on Sadapoika's 17th goal of the season. Up to their own blue line. Trap game. Should clearly lead. There's the feed across. It's up to the season. He can't clear. Now look for Loudon and a stop as we are. Yamal able to take it away. Feeds it all the way through to Aro. Has a step. Scores! You can only slow him down for so long. As Aro makes it 38 goals on the forechecking effort here from Heimo, but it opens up the door down the other way. Mustaa in front. They score! A little bit more aggressive. Almost got caught once. They do get caught the second time. Loudon still not able to find it. Chance for Aro again. Loses its second penalty of the game. For Heimo, they are 2 for 2. Animation just threw away his angle. It's 45 seconds of 5-on-3 as we kick off the third. Loudon shot blocked just wide of the post. Alopeka's tried to find Aro. Sockham's there, and on the backhand, can't get it out. What a keep by Mise. Kultaa the one-timer. Yamal back to the forehand. Alopeka's big rebound. Nobody could get a hold of it. Emil just misses that puck. Loudon gets behind the defense. He scores! Loudon's second of the game, 21st of the season. Loudon over for Aro, shoots it all the way through the blue paint. Drag. Bounce out of Poika, good stop there. By Lotvig. Loudon tries the move. Aro on the doorstep, he scores! Second goal of the game. Tremendous patience in front, able to outweight Pamo. Don't know where to go. Aro is there though, and he finds Loudon in front. Gets the body position in front, make it 22 goals for him. Round number 1 goes to Mustaa. 5-1. The final score. And Heimo scored first in that prior game. Mustaa the tally 5 straight goals at that one. And Mustaa in control. Yamal throws one on. And Heimo want to make something happen short-handed, and they do. Individual effort, end to end. And Heimo strike first on Sockham's 5th of the season. Another attacking bid for Mustaa. Alopeka's for Aro, and another stop. Face off. Mustaa to get it back. Aro, the spin back to Loudon and big. Tries to settle it down off the skates of Sadapoika. Loose puck, still phenomenal glove save. face-off. Moves off into the attacking zone. Aro again denied by the glove. On momentum. Gee. Say over the line. Knocked loose. Chance for Loudon, and he scores. In terms of how we got that puck. Certainly frustrating for Heimo, but it is a goal nonetheless, as defenders still in control. A snipery, his shot nearly caught Latve off that post. Will be Heimo ending up covering this puck. Playoffs again that begin after the holiday break. Boxes for the raid of turned over again. Aro trying to find some space. As Nawaria Mall stepping up into the play on goal. And then back for Aro. Alu Pekkasin. Off the draw. Mustaa in control. Nice shot there. Barely finds space through. Vamo be forced to cover. Fury, a second seed in the playoffs, still very much a possibility, especially after a goal like that. But a top shelf shot, Mustaa Kultaa. Make it 2 unanswered goals. The tying goal, pressures on them. Nice short side shot, that one denied. As I mentioned, push potentially the second seed heading into the playoffs. Here's Sada Poika across. Great save for Latve. He save for Aro. Draws the penalty. And shot. Didn't have enough power. Aro over. They score. It's a tough break at the point. Ends up with a backhand shot shoveled towards goal. Mustaa Kultaa. Oh, man, Alu Pekkas, the hat trick. What a great individual effort. But pull away by the end of the game, make it 4-1. Some accidental friendly fire, and that will do it. Mustaa Kultaa have tied Totarit 56 points apiece. Attacking zone. Lineup will be very, very familiar with them. Oh, turnover. Here's Vatu across for Nicky. Tangles high and wide on the 1T. Vatu rings the post from the odd angle. Action play. Stepping in on the doorstep towards Voittamaton. There, Vatu shot. Now Templeton, good movement here for Voittamaton, but they can't get the shot through the traffic. Eki, good save. Voittamaton, but they can't get the shot through the traffic. Eki, good save. And from below the goal line, Potzloff scores. As he banks it in off Anike, who was down and out. Line here for Parasite. Nicky Dangles on the short side. And off the post for Nick. Parasite trying to find a late goal. Voittamaton will have a chance of their own now. Empty in across. One-timer. Good glove save for Nikke. On how early we could see that potential matchup, as Eki's going to be heading to the box. Quickly as well. Heimo has it poked away, instantly recovers. Atu, what a blocker stop, delayed. Off the face off, Parasite have it. Combo in front, they score. Ito is 23rd of the season. And we have a tie game. So Parasite not really able to get established. Second half of this power play. They are in the zone now, but we're back to 5-on-5. Teemu tries for the point. All back to Flyer. Kungan in front. What a great play. A phenomenal cut to the net from Eki. Parasite back in on the attack. And they score. Response from Parasite, goal number 57. For a number. A shot for Nikki Dangles. Played out and they score. Being able to hold their lead for long, they now trail. An opportunity for Vatu. Scores. Get that man the puck. Good. Angles down low. Parasite. Held to the perimeter. They score. And it's all they needed. Nikki Dangles. Goal number 33. They tried to feed down low. Nikki Dangles has a step and held it between the legs. No penalty shot. No automatic goal. Maybe the power play here coming up. Shot there is denied. This is all big save there by Nike. This is a gigantic result for Totarit, for Mustaa connect on their first attempt to get the game going, hence us jumping in right as the puck dropped in a near chance there. Out in the corner, Benito. Fine, with a one-timer for Teemu. Shot on, glove down by Hanselina. As the chance for Vatu on the doorstep, big. Not able to find a pass, but they at least clear the zone. Space now, 2-on-1. Vatu's shot did not go with the overcommit. Another chance here. Benito kick save. Able to hold. Pressure now for Parasite. Teemu the chance. Angles Vatu back to Benito, and Hansu keeps that one out. Mambo tries to find Nikki Dangles. Benito in front. Nikki Dangles. Vatu as well. And space here for Nikki Dangles. Over to Vatu. This hold on to it. Might have been going for the wrap. And in front they score. Teemu has the breakthrough. Trying to see if that was an opposition stick or friendly fire that cost Voittamaton the puck. Has a bit of space here and a big stop. Again, still looking for goal number 60, but he won't be finding it within the next 2 minutes or so. And a loose puck in front, shot on. Big shot stop there. And what a save for Nike, denying Eki. No matter what, is that one blocked down by Benito. Final 90 seconds. Vatu over Teemu. In front, block, second chance. Bouncing around to Matone. To as low as the 4th seed heading into the playoffs. And that will do it. A 2-0 victory for Parasite in game number 2. The